Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Usually when you're out and you find some bear poop, you know they're in the area. So usually if they're coming into my campsite, I curl up and crap my pants and hope that the smell scares them away. But we got something for today's video to show you that'll stop you from having to do that. Less laundry, less headache, and a little more security. So we're gonna go a little further down the road and I'll show you what we got. And what we're looking at today is this guy from the guys at Letwesaf. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. And this is a little radar system that they've come up with. Now, for us, we use this while camping. I use it to just warn me if there's maybe animals or people or whatever coming my way that I may not want there or may not see. It works really nice in the dark when you're camping on your own, because when you're in a place like this, we are literally like 50 miles from anywhere, and chances of seeing a person, we're right on the side of the road filming this, maybe one or two a day you might possibly see. But when you go up a little further, you can see a little road down there. If you go up, nobody goes up there. You're going to be camping alone. It's you and the bears and the cougars and the coyotes and whatever else wants to come and sniff around while you're trying to camp out there. So of course, you can't see in the dark. You can't see everywhere all at once, which is where this guy comes in. This is a little radar system, and basically what you get is a receiver and your transmitter. So the one without all the buttons, this will just either hang somewhere, get mounted somewhere, put on a tree, and it's going to sense anything that walks in front of it. And now this being an actual radar system, it's not anything to do with the lighting. This is a flat out radar. It can go through your tent. It can pick up stuff in the dust, in the snow, in the fog, in the dark, in the rain. It's going to work. So no matter where you're camping and what scenario you're in, this thing is going to pick up anything that's walking towards you. And then the receiver portion is going to be what chimes and gives you your warning when it does pick something up. And if you look on here, you can see we have 6 numbers, number 1 all the way to 6. With this package, you get 1 receiver, 1 transmitter, but if you really wanted to use this very high tech, you can hook up to 6 different detectors on this one system. So right now, what I usually do for myself is I put it, say, on a tree over here, and it's scanning towards my truck. Because obviously when I'm out here and I'm sleeping in the tent, I don't necessarily care if animals are walking around while I'm up there, but if there's anything coming towards my truck, I would like to know. So I have it sensing basically my whole ladder side of my tent and the back, plus the front doors. It kind of picks it all up. And then if anything is walking close enough, this will chime, gives you enough time to wake up, figure out what's up there. You can either start tooting the horn on your truck, hit the little alarm system, whatever, try to scare them away, whether it be a person or an animal, but at least it gives you a little bit of a heads up. All right, and one thing to take note before we get into actually testing is these things are 100% self-contained. What I mean by that is the battery is internal, you charge it up and it's ready to go. It links to itself. You don't need an app, you don't need data, you don't need Wi-Fi, you don't need to connect an app to your phone. You don't need an app to make this work. You don't have to ever update it. It doesn't need a memory card. It does not save information or photos or anything like that. You just hook it up as is, and it's going to scan your area and keep you safe while you're out in the bush, especially if you're on your own like I am a lot of the times. It's a good little backup to keep you sane. Because I can tell you, when you are in spots like this, you start hearing all the little creaks and crunches and snaps while you're in the dark, especially. And if it is one day a big animal, obviously a little bit of a heads up is a good thing. So again, if you're sitting around out here enjoying the wilderness by yourself, all you need is to bring this, and it's super light, super compact. You don't have to bring it in the box like I did, but these things are just tiny. It's like a credit card, just a little fatter. So then, like I said, it can hold up to 6 of these. So if you wanted to, if you had something to mount it all around your truck, you could put one there, one over here, one on the front, and then same on this side. And you can actually make a full 360 around your truck, and it's going to sense everything in your area. So whether it's, like I said, around your truck, around your campsite, you can use this in your home. So it could be around your house, whether it's your driveway, your fence line, maybe you got a garage with some stuff you don't want people messing around with, you can put it in the garage. It'll beep when one of them goes off. And just because if one's going off, if you have all 6 set up, and you'll see this when I set up the one, if we have it set, this one will be set to spot 1. When it goes off, number 1 will light up. So say you had 6 of these all around your truck and you're not knowing which one's going off. If number 5 is over here and something walks in front of it and it starts going off, number 5 will light up. So you're not out there freaking out trying to figure out where everything is and what's what. It's going to tell you exactly which one is picking up something, and then you know which way to look and which way to direct your own attention. And before we get started, what you get in the box, super simple package. You get a simple charging cable, USB A to C. That's how you charge these up. You get a little mount with a little thread here. You'll see in a second where that goes. Plus a little double-sided sticky tape. So if you want to stick it to something or permanently mount it to something, you're able to do that. And then you have little wall anchors and screws. Because again, if you're doing this in your house somewhere or around maybe you got it on a fence or a tree or whatever, and it's going to be permanently mounted there, this is the way to go. They let you do that. And then of course, to charge these, it's super simple. It's just on the bottom of both. You got a little door with your USB-C in there. You plug it in, wait for all the lights on the front. They will all light up. You have 4 dots. As it charges, if it's completely dead, one will blink. As it charges, you get 2, 3, 4. When all 4 are lit up, you're fully charged and ready to go. And then as for battery life, I haven't tested this myself. They say that the transmitter part will last about 60 hours, where the receiver will last up to 200 hours. It's way more for the receiver because this is only really working when this picks up something, where this is constantly sending out the signal. So when something walks in front of it, it can pick it up. So again, this will work a lot harder than that part will. So you will have to charge the transmitter more than you will the receiver. All right, now to pair these up is quite simple. You have a pair button here, you have a pair button here, and then you have your 6 channels. So you want to press pair, that'll start blinking. Press pair over here, it's red. Say we want channel 2. You just have to be able to push these at the same time so that they're going to calculate and find each other. You can see if it blinks red, it's not going to work. Reason it's doing that, I already have it paired as channel 1. So if we were to press 1, pair, again, pair, channel 1, you'll see now it blinks green. You are now connected on channel 1 and you're good to go. If it's red, you're doing something backwards, you got to do it again. Maybe you have the wrong one linked or whatever, or you have one linked to that channel already. You'll just have to redo it. But you want to press pair. Doesn't have to be 100% at the same time, but you kind of got to go right one next to another and then pick what channel you want. When the light turns green, you're paired and it's good to go. All right, so for testing purposes, I have it sitting up right here on my rack and it's going to be looking that way. Now, this will go 15 meters out and 3 meters from each side of it. So you get a little bit of a cone. It kind of makes like an oval around where it's picking it up. So again, this is backwards from how I have it set up. I usually have it out here facing my truck. So then if anything's walking around my truck, it's kind of that oval, has my truck parked in the middle of it. Where right now, we're going to say we're camping and it's shooting out the other way. So if something was, say, coming down this road and walking towards us, it's going to pick us up, send the alarm, wake us up in the tent hopefully, and we can figure out what's coming, whether it be a person or a cougar or a grizzly or whatever. You don't really want any of those in your campsite while you're out in the middle of nowhere by yourself. So that is kind of the reason to pick one of these up. All right, now I got it repositioned here under my axe. It was pointing a little bit too far up. I had it slanted with the rack there. So it was shooting more upwards than anything, and then this is downhill. So the straighter you can keep this, the better it is. But I got it set up more for if you have it mounted, say, on a fence or on a tree or something like that. And then you can see now, we're going to do a little test. I'm not going to walk all the way away, but you can see as soon as I moved, it picked me up again because I was standing still there. But now if I was to walk out in front of this thing, I'm coming to find you. There she goes. And again, as long as it's picking up something moving, it's going to keep on beeping. And then again from the side, because like I said, this does a 3 meters from side to side. So if you're walking, as soon as it picks you up, there you go. It starts chirping, you know something's here. All right, so there you go, guys. Little test of the Letwesaf radar detection system. In my opinion, because they are quite pricey for what they are, but in my opinion, and coming from a guy who does come out in these areas and camps a lot on his own, this is a pretty cool tool to have in your arsenal when you're out here. To be able to set it up like that so simply and just give yourself a little bit of a heads up of what's coming your way, whether it be a person, an animal, or whatnot. It's good to have that extra little sense of security while you're out here, because not necessarily that all these wild animals are out to get you, but if they are really hungry, they will come at you. Not necessarily that they're going to, have you for lunch or anything like that, but you don't want to put yourself in a scenario like that if you don't have to. And that's where something like this comes in super handy. Not only does the chirp pick up and wake you up and say, hey, something's there, but obviously animals have really good hearing too. And even just weird noises with this thing beeping like it does, like a doorbell, doesn't necessarily scare the flies away, but it will give an animal a second thought of thinking, hey, well, something's up here. I hear a noise I've never heard before. Chances are they're going to leave you alone and walk the other way. Or at least if they're coming to sniff around, maybe you leave garbage or whatever. Don't do that while you're out here. But if you got garbage piled up or food in a cooler, they can smell all that. They're going to come and look and figure out what's what. So with this, you're able to keep yourself safe, give yourself a little bit more security. And if something is going to happen, at least you have a little bit of a heads up that something or someone is coming into your camp. So again, thanks to the guys at Letwesaf. We're going to use this quite often. I will leave a link in the description if you want to pick up your own or check out some other stuff that they got. And you can decide for yourself if you want one of these or not. So thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and hopefully we catch you in the next one.